Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. The Daily Star in Lebanon reports on Saïda Warsi, who resigned from her position as a senior minister in Britain's Foreign Office Tuesday, saying she could no longer support the government's policy on the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Warsi, a baroness who sits in Britain's upper house of parliament, became Britain's first Muslim to serve in cabinet in 2010. Warsi has tweeted, "With deep regret, I have this morning written to the Prime Minister and tendered my resignation. I can no longer support the government policy on Gaza." From the UAE, the Khalij Times headlines shunning word pressure. Israel says Gaza is sought to go on. Israel insisted on Monday there will be no end to its bloody military campaign in Gaza without achieving long-term security for its people, shunning increasingly vocal world demands for a truce. The paper quotes French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius asking how many more deaths will it take to stop what must be called the carnage in Gaza. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said there will be no end without first securing a long-term period of calm for his people. The Gulf News headlines 16 soldiers, scores of militants killed in deadly spillover of Syrian conflict. Lebanon will show no leniency in its fight with terrorists on the Syrian border as troops fought the Al-Qaeda-affiliated group Al-Nusra Front for a third day yesterday in violence that threatens to worsen sectarian tensions in the country and test the unity of the armed forces. The Jerusalem Post says Israel-Hamas agreed to a three-day truce to take effect today. Israel accepted an Egyptian ceasefire proposal on Monday night that is to go into effect Tuesday at 8 a.m. Senior diplomatic officials pointed out that from the early stages of the Gaza operation, Israel had accepted the Egyptian proposal. They stressed that ceasefire was unconditional and pointed out that its acceptance came after Israel finished destroying the terror tunnels. And now let's have a look at top Middle East news from papers here in the UK. The Independent says the Israeli military has announced the withdrawal of all its ground forces to defensive positions outside of the Gaza Strip. Senior military officials declared that the aims of the conflict to destroy militants' tunnels had been achieved and that Israeli forces would have left Gaza before the beginning of a 72-hour truce scheduled for this morning. The Guardian shows before and after satellite images of destruction in Gaza. Images were released by the United Nations Institute of Training and Research. They show the extent of the damage done by Israel's military campaign to parts of the Gaza Strip. Also from the UK, The Telegraph features an article titled "Israel completes Gaza withdrawal as ceasefire takes effect." More than 1,800 Gazans and more than 60 Israeli soldiers have been killed in the ground operation launched on July the 17th. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East news in international papers. The New York Times says the fighting in Gaza claimed an unexpected casualty among the British political elite on Tuesday when Saïda Warsi, the first Muslim to serve in the British cabinet, resigned, saying the government's approach and language in the crisis had been morally indefensible. From Beijing, the Global Times reports international community welcomes China's 5-point proposal on Gaza ceasefire. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has urged both Israel and the Gaza ruling Hamas to stop the ongoing fighting with a 5-point ceasefire proposal, which was welcomed by the international community. Many countries believe China's mediation is important in resolving the current situation in Gaza and hope Beijing will play a bigger role. That was it for today. For more updates, please visit our website on levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow, and bye for now.